There's a reason why this company has a $538 billion market capitalization and a stock that's up nearly 600% for the year. Tesla is the most popular electric car on Earth.
Hey, I'm Steven and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So in this video, we're talking about the next Tesla, also known as Tesla. Now, this is something that I've been raising over the last few months. As you guys know, I read all your comments and there's 4 trillion people asking about NIO, just every other company out there. What's the next Tesla? What do you think of this company? Rah, 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 rah. As I've said in the past, Tesla is the next Tesla. I really do want to drive this point home. Thankfully, Jim Cramer is now singing the exact same song, so let's see what he had to say. But first, hey guys, if you live in the US and you'd like to help out the channel and get up to 4 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 2 free stocks between $2.50 and $250 each just for opening an account. And if you deposit $100, you'll get a further 2 free stocks valued between $8 and $1,600 each. That is an obnoxiously good return on your investment. I mean, really, deposit $100 and you'll end up with, at minimum, $21 worth of stocks, a 21% ROI on your money. And if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description. Let's get back to it.
We all want to find the next Tesla, don't we? The next company that will revolutionize the auto industry with electricity or even green hydrogen. There's just one problem. The next Tesla is Tesla.
So why did Jim and I both say that Tesla is the next Tesla? It's simple, really. Tesla has already climbed the mountain known as enormous execution risk. If you haven't heard, starting a new automotive company is pretty much impossible, unless of course going bankrupt during the process is your end goal, in which case it's very viable. This matters. Tesla has made it look so easy to get to where they are today, but it was anything but. Tesla is now manufacturing more EVs than anyone else on planet Earth, and doing so far more profitably. Not only that, but Tesla currently makes the 3 safest vehicles on planet Earth, and unquestionably the best value in terms of features, functionality, and utility, bar none. Tesla is the company led by Elon Musk. Tesla also has the world's best engineers. Oh, and did I mention the army of raving fanboys, fangirls, etc.? Yeah, this kind of matters.
There's a reason why this company has a $538 billion market capitalization and a stock that's up nearly 600% for the year. Tesla is the most popular electric car on Earth. They make them in America. They make them in China. Pretty soon they'll be making them in Germany, the promised land for the auto industry. The thing is, it wasn't easy. So far, many have tried to build a better electric car, and they've all failed.
Now, I hate to point out the obvious here, but this kind of matters, like a lot.
Elon Musk has been at this thing for 17 years, but Tesla only started turning a profit a year ago. Makes me think that the company has a bigger competitive moat than we give them credit for, especially when you consider that Tesla doesn't even need to advertise in an industry that spends fortunes on marketing.
At the risk of sounding like a broken record, I once again have to point out this matters a lot. In fact, more than you might imagine. Not only do you need to compete with Tesla by creating a brilliant piece of technology, but I have a funny feeling since Tesla is already running away with this market, running away with the lead, and everyone who does more than 3 quadrillionths of a second of homework will discover that if they're in the market for a vehicle, a Tesla is the best vehicle they can possibly buy with their money. I think that competitors trying to catch up to Tesla will actually need to meet or exceed the specs, performance, features, and functionality of their vehicles just to be competitive. Why? Tesla already has the momentum and the army of fanboys and fangirls, you know, spreading the word. So yeah, everyone else is actually climbing a mountain about twice the size of Tesla just to get to where they are today. And climbing a mountain is not easy in the first place. See where I'm going with this?
We've been waiting for Tesla's rivals to come out of the woodwork for years, and we're still waiting. I think Ford actually can pull it off. They're rolling out an electric version of the hugely popular F-150 pickup truck, but it's not until 2022. The big automakers, they just haven't had a ton of success yet, although I have to tell you, I think GM has a lot cooking in the space. But as for the smaller players, the Tesla derivatives, they're tough to value, because at this point, they're mostly hype.
Once again, another great point from Jim here. The hype train is real. Most of these companies with valuations in the hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, have delivered approximately 0 products to customers yet. They're at base camp. They haven't even begun climbing the mountain. I personally believe there's a huge amount of FOMO, a ripple effect from Tesla stock. Lots of people under the perception that they've missed the boat on Tesla, it's too late, oh no, it's 10x in the last year, I couldn't possibly buy now, it's too high. Yeah, well, that whole analogy, Tesla is already at the top of the mountain, everyone's still at base camp. I mean, you do you, but I'd prefer to be betting on the company that's already scaled the mountain, just just in my opinion. Maybe I'm an idiot. You tell me.
Especially the many companies vying to become the Chinese Tesla. Take NIO, which I know so many people love. I'm watching the NIO Twitter file, NIO. I mean, it is the most legitimate. There's a real market for NIO's cars. In the last 12 months, they've racked up close to $2 billion in sales, although they're still losing a great deal of money. However, the stock's insane. NIO is now a $69 billion company. It's expected to lose $700 million this year, and a stock that's up more than 1,100% for 2020? What's wrong with this picture? There's a level at which something like NIO is worth owning, but I don't think it's up here. I'm more skeptical of the smaller speculative players like Candy Technologies, with a stock that plunged nearly 30% after Hindenburg Research, the short-selling firm with a history of taking down overhyped electric vehicle plays, published a devastating piece today. Hey, speaking of Hindenburg, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. The last electric vehicle play these guys went after, Nikola. This is the hydrogen-powered truck play, where the old management allegedly kept committing fraud, like the faked video of the truck rolling down a hill adjusted to looking like it was running under its own power. Now, Nikola's stock has been making a comeback after an important and positive change in management. But today it got clobbered down 27% after GM announced their new terms of their partnership deal, and it was a lot worse than what they originally negotiated for the fraud charges.
Nikola's stock falling a further 15 or so percent as I record this. Trevor Milton finally able to start selling some of his shares. By the way, shout out to Trevor. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're well. And I have to ask the question, who are the people buying Nikola's stock at the moment? Do they not care about the red flags? The fraud, lies, deception, misleading of investors, Department of Justice investigation, SEC investigation, cancellation of the Badger, the fact that Nikola has tacitly admitted they have no technology, hence the GM partnership, all that kind of stuff. Let's just ignore all that. Nikola, the next Tesla, yeah.
We got that unfortunate feeling when we interviewed the new CEO, Mark Russell, last week. There's a raft of insider selling going on, too, after big lockup expiration, so it could have a little more downside. I'd say right now Nikola's a little too risky, although I recognize that the change in management is a good thing. I'm also getting nervous about Plug Power. That's a hydrogen fuel cell company I really like, and after its incredible run, I'm starting to get a little nosebleed. Too much insider selling, not enough organic orders. I believe in green hydrogen long term, but it's hard not to think that this stock has gotten way ahead of itself, especially after that gigantic last secondary. Oh, and let's be sure, if Plug Power takes a breather, the whole complex could get hit. Again, I think hydrogen fuel cells are the future. I just don't think they're the near future. The technology is not there yet. It's too darn expensive for the moment. That's why I prefer the non-pure plays, like Cummins, the big engine maker that's developing a hydrogen-based engine, but also has good sales in China, or Linde, the huge industrial gas distributor that sells a ton of hydrogen, but also lots of other gases. Now, I'd be even more bullish on Cummins if we saw a national rollout of hydrogen fueling stations by an integrated oil company with lots of gas stations, maybe a BP or Royal Dutch. But that doesn't seem like it's on the horizon yet. By the way, if you don't understand all this hydrogen fuel cell stuff, and you may not, Cummins has the best explainer on its website. All that said, this whole industry is getting a major tailwind once the Biden administration takes over, because the Democrats love alternative energy. You know how Tesla made it through the Great Recession unscathed? They got a $465 million loan,
which they paid back early and with interest
as part of Obama's stimulus package. I call that money well spent. In retrospect, the government should take an equity stake. But that doesn't mean these fuel cell stocks are automatic buys, in part because a more environmentally friendly White House is already baked in. You want the next Tesla? I got an idea. Stick with the current Tesla.
I'm with Cramer on this one. I really believe that the next Tesla is Tesla. There is just such an enormous execution risk ahead of all these companies attempting to compete. And they don't have Elon, and they don't have Tesla's engineering, and they don't have Tesla's almost 2 decades of experience in this technology. To be clear, there's absolutely nothing wrong with betting. Yes, betting on, not investing in, betting on some of these upcoming EV companies. But you just have to acknowledge it is an enormous bet, and the huge mountain in front of all these companies is not going to be easy to scale. If you're investing in these stocks, understanding they have a mountain to scale, no problem. Meanwhile, I'm still buying Tesla stock with every spare cent that I have, and I'll be here in a few years' time to see how it panned out. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan, this is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And don't forget, if you live in the US and you'd like to help out the channel and get up to 4 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 2 free stocks between $2.50 and $250 each just for opening an account. And if you deposit $100, you'll get a further 2 free stocks valued between $8 and $1,600 each. And if you're in Australia, the UK or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description.
Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. PS, if you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.